Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Necked Out Podcast. This is your host, Usica.
What up, everybody? This is Beast.
We are live and direct.
Yes, we
What
are.
do they say in Spanish?
Estamos en vivo.
Estamos en vivo por satélite, something like that.
I don't know what they say.
It's because they say that in the soccer games.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, they'll be like, y ahora en vivo. Some shit like that. The announcers, I can't remember, but they say some shit like that.
I don't really watch soccer, bro.
Oh, it's a shame.
I know.
It's a very fun sport. It's a fun sport to play. It's a somewhat less of a fun sport. It is. But hold on.
Okay.
It is when
I actually got a story.
when you're actually kind of good. When you suck, it's
the
fucking
worst
terrible.
game in the
sport. I
world.
think any sport is like
Bruh.
that. If you suck at any sport,
Listen.
it's not fun to play.
Listen, bro. I renounced playing soccer at the age of like 7, I think. I was probably 7 or 8. Yep.
Oh.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It happened. It happened to me. I am the person it happened to, bro. So I guess
shit.
like any other father, I don't know if your pops is like this or not, but my dad, I guess, wanted me to be a fucking soccer player.
Mm.
And he admired the fact that like his seed is out there carrying the legacy.
Mm-hmm.
Now to give you a little backstory, my dad only had females. He only had daughters. He never had a boy. So here I am now, a daughter. Damn. Here I am, his only son. So I need to carry this so-called soccer thing. And I knew it. As soon as I got put in the soccer team, I knew it.
Mm-hmm.
With the uniforms are kind of all weird. I didn't like the long socks with the little things inside.
The shin guards.
Yeah. But then this was the worst part about it. I was obviously a heavy-set kid. So coach is like, he's completely worthless. I'm not going to have him running up and down this field. This poor bastard may have a heart attack as he's running. So
wait, you're telling a story right now? Hold on.
I'm
I gotta
literally
give you a theme.
jumped right into this.
Go ahead.
That's how traumatized, or not traumatized, but that's how much I don't play soccer, bro.
Okay.
So
Turn that down.
in this story, right? I'm over here trying to play the soccer game, and obviously the coach takes one look at me and knows, yeah, this man's not gonna be able to be running up and down the field. So
I got the perfect position for you,
let's
buddy.
make him a goalie, right?
Okay.
And then I think they all tried telling me how dope goalie was, like,
Oh wow.
and
They really tried to sell you on it.
they tried to sell me on it.
You're gonna be
and
catching balls all game, bro.
Yeah,
It's
and-
fucking dope.
So I was the fat kid on the team, the little fat short kid on the team that had to play goalie. And I hated goalie, bro. Every time I would see the action was on the other side, and I'd be like, bro, I'm not getting no play time. This isn't play time. And then when they were coming like to shoot a goal, I would suck, bro. I was trash, bro.
Every time I'd go in.
Every time it would go in, and one time, like, it was the worst thing ever. So I guess the defense called I got it, you know, so I automatically assume he had it.
So you just.
So I looked away.
Wait, you looked away?
Yeah, he said he had it. So there's no reason you're calling I got it. Shoot, there's no reason for me no longer.
Fuck.
And again, think about this. This is a kid who spends minutes every weekend, like literally standing on the goalpost, not interacting with anybody. You know, and we're kids. There's not a lot of people trying to take shots.
Yeah.
You know, there's just a lot of chasing the ball around, which
And
I
running
never
around
got
in
to
a little
do.
fucking group.
Exactly.
And shit.
So he calls I got it, automatically look away, and as I'm pondering in thought on how I don't want to be here, I look down and the ball literally is rolling at a very slow pace. At a very slow pace into my goal.
Oh.
And I just like,
fuck.
I let it happen. I was like, how you gonna like call I got it? And it like rolls into my spot. He never had it. The man never had it. I think we were both on the same page of sucking.
You guys were
sucking
both
at
on the
soccer.
same page of confusion.
Nah, we were both on the same page of like, this is BS. So I don't even know how My dad thought maybe give him a second year.
No way.
So then a second year came and he puts me into soccer again.
Oh, he really wanted this dream to happen for you, bro.
Bro, he had his like cousin from, or he had his brother call me from El Salvador, wherever he was. He was supposedly, the story goes in our family that he was the most amazing goalie in the family. He calls me, he's like, yo, it's with it, I'm gonna send you money so you could get some gloves and I'm gonna be training you, blah 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 blah. Nothing, bro. I hated soccer. Soccer was not for me.
I'm sorry.
Did you play soccer as a little kid?
I did.
You did?
I played soccer when I think I started when I was around 6.
No way,
and
bro.
Yeah, I pretty much played it all my life.
Did you play at Bellevue Park?
I think I did. Yeah, I did, but I wasn't good.
No?
Can you hit that fan on like the lowest setting?
Yeah,
just please. Thank you. No, I did play as a kid, but I didn't start to like it until I was about maybe, I want to say maybe 11 or 12. And the reason why I started liking it was because I actually got good.
Yeah.
And so I started doing this thing called Freestyle Soccer, which is you basically just doing a bunch of tricks with the ball.
Okay.
Like you're putting it around you're swinging your foot around it and like doing all this crazy shit. And so that's when I really started to like it, and then I got better. And for some reason, I just developed like pretty good discipline on the field. And so, like, pretty much every team that I was a part of, they just made me the captain of every fucking team.
I've heard stories of the legend of Usica playing soccer, bro.
I was a hard ass. I mean, I wasn't a hard ass. Like, I definitely played with people that were hot-headed. They were short-tempered, and they would go off. And so me as a captain, I got to go in there and be like, chill the fuck out. Like, go over there. And, like, sometimes those players would get in the ref's face. So I would have to step in again and be like, move, let me talk to the ref. So I would have to be the one that talks. And that's on any team. Like,
crazy,
the captain has to talk to the ref.
Yeah.
And, like, the ref, if he sees that a player is, like, acting up, he'll warn the player, and then he'll tell the captain, like, yo, check your fucking player because I'm going to give him a red card.
In basketball, it's not really like that, though.
No, because they don't get cards.
Anybody talks to the ref.
Yeah. I don't even know if in basketball they actually have captains. That's a good question. But anyway, so I was pretty good. I was pretty good in high school. I mean, I played varsity in high school.
I heard that the legend says that you were a fucking beast.
I was. That's the legend. I'm not trying to toot my own horn here, but if I really wanted to, I could have probably played pro.
No way.
And I probably could have played in Mexico because when I was around 14, maybe. My coach at the time, and I was playing like Sunday league. I wasn't playing at school. I think I was, but I had an outside team of school. And so my coach at the time wanted to send me and I think 2 other players down to Mexico because he used to play for this team called Toluca. So like he played not D1, but like he played with the majors. Yeah. And so he was our coach, and he saw that we had potential. Yeah. And he told me, he's like, hey, I want to send you down to Mexico to go train with like the rookies, but I want to get you in the system because I think you have something. And so I was down to go. I really wanted to go. I thought that was gonna be fucking dope. But the reason why I didn't go is because of my mom's. Because I guess a lot of Hispanic moms have separation anxiety from their kids for some reason. Yeah. And so she didn't want me to go. My dad was like, he was down. He's like, yeah, you should go. And so
is
I
your
never
dad
went.
A big soccer fan?
Oh yeah. He put all of us through soccer. Me, Edson, my older sister.
Really?
He put all of us, and he was like, one of these fuckers has to hit. One of them has to, And so
I think my dad put all his eggs in one basket and thought that I was gonna be the one because
that was a long shot,
bro. It was. I think from the beginning he should have known that like this little chubby kid ain't gonna do nothing.
He's not gonna. Well, I mean, but you can't blame him. Like I feel like I'd be the same. Yeah. With my kids, I'd want to put them in sports first and foremost. I think because sports, you learn a lot about discipline and teamwork, and it's really good to get kids into that at an early age. But I think where some people not mess up, but they need to be intentional with what they're doing with their kids. Like
Yeah.
Are you literally just putting this kid in here to have fun? Like, you have to decide from the get-go, like, no, I'm putting you in the sport so you can fucking kick ass and you can be a really good fucking player or the best player.
Yeah.
Or is it more just like, just get some exercise in?
Yeah.
You know, because I think Germs talked about that. He read this book that apparently Messi, from a young age, his parents were like, they had already decided his fate. Like, no, you're gonna be a soccer player, and we're gonna train you, and we're gonna train you like a fucking pro.
Yeah.
So that you can play, so you can play like a pro.
Yeah, yeah.
You know. So
I did really like basketball though. So because you know how Bellevue Park always had
the courts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Courts, and they had a bunch of sports
Yeah.
going around. So one time I actually did try the basketball league, and it was fun. I really sucked at that too. But
What did you play? What position did you play?
I didn't really have a position, I guess. I don't think you really have positions in.
Well, that's true.
At that age.
Well,
but I will tell you this: there's two coaches that I'll never forget. One of them I'll never forget because he would tell me, like, because we would suck, bro. We were trash. We were really, really trash. We had, like, I don't know how some of the teams developed at Bellevue Park, I feel like, very biasly.
Okay.
There was, like, that elite team, and it would be Ernie and, like, Bilo, and it would be, like, just, like, really good athletes, Steven, like, in one good team, and I'd be like, bro, they're going to smoke everybody. And we would be that trash team, that, like, bottom of the barrel. So then my coach would always tell me when he would get upset when we were getting beat, he's like, just go in there and foul. And I'd be like...
No way. He's just gonna go and kick people's ass?
He'd be like, just go foul. And then I'd be like, got you. And I'd like,
that man pulled him in like, just go in there and just fight people.
Just go in there and foul.
Let's go. Just knock your first person out.
And then I would be like, I got you, bro. And then I would, like, you know, give him a little thing. And then I would go in there and just foul. Like,
but how would you foul? Would you like try to make it believable? Like, or you just straight up like karate kick motherfuckers?
I guess I thought I was being like, you know, like slick, but I wasn't. I wasn't being slick at all, bro. Like, you want me to go foul? And like at that age, I was already like growing. I was a little bigger, so it was a little harder to move me, especially when you're like playing like when you're like someone's trying to post up with you.
Yeah, you're
just naturally that heavier from this little skinny kid trying to drive it in.
Yeah,
you know. So yeah, that coach was freaking funny, dog. He would stay telling me to go foul people.
You want to shout him out?
I don't even remember his name. I just remember how he looks.
Well, coach, whatever your name is, who used to coach Beast at Bellevue Park, shout out to you.
Shout out to you, dog. You taught me a wonderful lesson.
Appreciate the encouragement.
How to be a sore loser. Damn.
That's funny, dude. Well, since we're on the topic of stories.
What's the story, my friend?
The reason why I'm bringing up this story is because, like, obviously people know already that everything is reopening. People are going to their bars or whatever.
Yep.
People are going to shop.
I've seen social media of the gym. People are at the gym.
Oh, dude. I haven't seen any. How does it look? Does it look like...
I saw one post. It looked normal.
Yeah?
Yeah. It looked like it was a normal day. Everybody had masks. But again, there wasn't a lot of people there. The post that I did see.
Yeah.
So...
That's interesting.
Yep.
Did you know that they actually closed down the Glendale gym?
Yep.
The active one is like permanently closed.
Yeah.
That fucking sucks.
So I kind of know somebody that's in there, and he told me that one was closing.
No way.
Yeah, and he was the guy that told me how like gyms are gonna be working now. How you're gonna have to schedule, and then they're gonna have to cut you off, clean everything. And then the next set of schedules come in.
That's gonna be funny, bro. People people trying to drag out these huge meatheads.
Yeah.
All right, bro. Come on, let's go. Finish your last squat.
Let's go.
So let's wrap it up.
I wonder how that is gonna work though.
You know what? I feel like they should have
a timer.
Maybe they'll have. Yeah, like you know how remember at Planet Fitness they had like a timer.
A meter.
I think they had like
no,
a
I've
little...
never been into.
Really?
Never.
I feel like I think they had one. Planet Fitness had like a little digital clock that shows you like what time it is or whatever.
That'd be dope.
So. Yeah, like maybe they could put something up there and like when your hour's done, like
it's clocking down,
a fucking bell goes on.
It's clocking down. It says 30 minutes left.
Or
10 minutes left.
Maybe they have a switch where the fucking dumbbells just turn super light.
No,
imagine
way,
that'd be
fucking
fucking dope, bro.
Too much.
That's some Tony Stark shit.
No, I feel like what's more likely to happen is that they turn gravity off and then the weights just start floating.
Isn't that a safety hazard though? Because then what happens when it's time to turn them back on, turn the gravity on, and some poor motherfucker.
We could use some sort of magnet to collect them all at the same time.
Or you just clear everybody out, and then you turn on the gravity back on. And so the weights fall to the floor, but they don't hurt anybody.
That's true. It's definitely dangerous. The risk is definitely up there, though, for sure. Literally and figuratively.
Right. Damn. Okay, so everyone's going back to their kind of going back to their normal routines, right?
Wait, so have you been to a restaurant yet? Like gone and sit down inside of a restaurant?
No, I have not.
No, me either.
No, I'm too scared.
I'm
a little too not scared, but I'm still a little hesitant.
Yeah.
To go anywhere to go back to a normal life right away.
Yeah.
I think I still need to transition a little bit.
I think this is for you, what you're saying, you may be at the perfect time to explore, because I heard that it's not like, and maybe you guys could like let us know, but I've asked, I was like, do you have to sit there and like wear a mask?
Mm-hmm.
And then when you eat, you take it off and then put it back on when you're chewing?
Yeah.
Like, what's the situation? They say no.
That you don't have to have your mask on when you eat?
No. You go to your table. I guess they have a designated table, and then the next party is like, I guess, 6 feet away from you.
Okay.
And they're over there with their business. And I'm assuming after one party is done, they sanitize the whole thing or whatever.
Yeah.
And call in the next.
So you're sitting with whoever you came with.
Yeah.
And you can eat normally.
Yeah. And then the next people from you should be at least 6 feet apart from you.
That's not too bad.
Yeah.
I think that's manageable.
Yeah, I think it is manageable. I just haven't gone. Scheduled to go actually Friday, so we'll see how that goes. I don't know how it's gonna.
Where are you gonna go?
I have to go to KBB.
Really?
Augusta. It's calling my name. It's
actually
been calling me since this whole thing started.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, one time, I was like, yo, should I order Grubhub and just bring me some KBB? But then I was like, I'm going to ruin the experience of going. So I'm going to go check it out, see what happens on Friday.
All right, well, good luck. Let me know. Let me know if anybody coughs on you so I can move out of the house for 2 weeks.
I'll let you know if anything serious happens.
But so everyone's kind of going back to normal, right? Mm-hmm. And so, but we still have not seen major festivals, clubs open up, because that's like the last thing that's gonna open up, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm on Twitter and I follow a lot of like DJs and shit, and so they repost stuff from their fans, and there's like, I can't wait to come see whatever Tiesto or Skrillex, blah blah blah, yada yada. Yeah. And so then I was just thinking about like the whole festival stuff, and like because I went through a phase where I was going to every fucking festival.
Really?
I was going to raves a lot. Yeah,
no
yeah.
Way,
I was.
For real?
Yeah, it was dope. It was cool. I was younger, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I was going to raves and shit. Sometimes I'd go by myself.
No way.
Yeah, and so because I was just there to have fun, like listen to the music and shit, you know. So there were times where I went with friends and then we got separated, and I was just off on my own. But
and are they dope?
Hell yeah, bro.
Yeah?
Even if you're not into that type of music, it's like because when you get there, you're this is gonna sound cheesy,
okay,
but you really do enter a different world.
And are we talking about a different world, psychedelically speaking, or you're literally entering a different world?
You're entering a physical different world because the way the stages are set up, they have a lot of props.
Okay.
They have like people in costumes and characters. It's almost like Disneyland. Like
but
they have
grown-ups.
Yeah, but for grown-ups, pretty much.
That sounds
with
like
a lot of drugs,
bro. Oh, that kind of sounds like my place, because I'm not like, you know. And Disneyland doesn't call my name.
Yeah,
but maybe a Disneyland for grown-ups does.
That's kind of what it would be like.
Really?
And some places do actually have a festival rides, like what's that thing called? The fucking Ferris wheel. Ferris wheel. They have that. They have like they'll have like a little water park.
No
I don't know if they have like a roller
bro.
coaster. Yeah, but they have shit like that. Yeah,
So this is all while rave music is playing?
Yes, sir.
Really?
It's going on in the background.
Wow.
And so yeah, that was a dope time. I haven't been on one in a long time, but so anyway, so I started like kind of reminiscing about how dope that was. And then I started remembering the first time that I went to a rave.
Okay.
So I went to a rave. My first rave was like in 2000 and I want to say like 10 or something like that.
Okay.
And so I went with a friend, and he took me to see, I forgot who we saw. I think we saw Dead Mouse.
Okay.
And so we were at the Hollywood Palladium. So it was my first time there. I didn't know what to expect. So I'm walking in, and immediately I just smell like a bunch of weed.
Okay.
Just stabs me in the face.
Yeah,
This is the first time I'd ever been in a place where there's so much weed being smoked, right?
For some of you listening, you may call it devil's lettuce.
Okay.
Yes.
Whatever you want to call it, right?
Mm.
And so I'm in there, and I'm I'm getting into the vibe, like it's cool, I'm enjoying it and whatnot. And we're at the Hollywood Palladium, if you've ever been there, there's a bottom floor where like everyone's just kind of like mushed in, I guess like the pit, if you want to call it that.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have balconies on both sides. So there are little stairs that you can go up to and like kind of watch from afar, and like people watching shit and blah blah blah.
Okay.
And so we were down there for a cool minute, and then we got a little tired, so we went up, and then we were sitting against the walls of like one of the balconies.
Yeah.
So we were just taking a break, right? So me and my friend are sitting down, and then we see this couple walking in front of us. And to my left, there's like this corridor that kind of cuts off. So there's like, it's a corridor, and then it looks like there's an entrance to something else, but it's just blocked off. Like you can't go anywhere. It's a dead end pretty much.
Okay.
So this couple starts making out. Oh. And they the girl turns around.
Uh-oh.
She bends over.
No, bro.
And she pulls her pants down.
What the
and he starts giving her the work. He starts clapping cheeks.
Hold on, dog. Hold on. Hold up. Okay.
Okay.
Let me process this real quick.
Process it.
So you're at this balcony.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you decide to take a break on a wall.
Yes. We're sitting down with our backs against the wall.
Okay.
We have our legs out.
And then there's a blocked off area. Now, is this blocked off area, does it have like signs that you can't go through?
There's no sign. It's just,
is there a rope that's blocked off?
Nope.
Nothing.
It's almost like a little like entranceway to like a bathroom, like our bathroom right here.
Yeah.
You know how like you can walk in?
But there's nothing.
But there's nothing there. I think maybe there's a door there, but you can't. Nobody can open it.
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're hanging out there, right? So he's giving her the work. He's clapping cheeks, right? And so I turn over to my friend and I give him the what the fuck face.
Yeah.
And I'm like, are you seeing this shit? And we're just looking at each other in shock. We're like, no, this is not going on. And so that man's putting in work, right? So we're like, whatever. We just sit there. We let them do it. We don't look at them. We don't want to bother them.
You don't want to bother them. I don't think they're being bothered. I don't think they're being bothered.
I don't know if they wanted an audience.
No.
So I don't know. But I just decided not to do anything, right? So we're just sitting there, and then so they at these events they also have security walking around with flashlights, and the security comes up to the balcony. So he comes our way. He comes and flashes his flashlight at us, and then we're just like sitting there. So he ignores us.
And why is he flashing? So he's flashing people?
Yeah, he's just like looking at, because at the top it's kind of dark.
Oh,
there's not a lot. There's not a lot. There's not a lot of light. Coming in, right?
Got it.
So he's flashing just to see like if there's anybody there. Like sometimes people pass out and blah blah blah. Yeah, so it gets pretty wild. And so he flashes his flashlight and he passes us. And he gets to the corridor where the couple is doing their thing. So obviously he sees him. He's like, hey, what are you doing? And so like the guy goes, oh shit. And I couldn't really hear what the guy was saying, but I did hear the security guy scream. So he's like, what are you doing? Hey. And so like the girl quickly like pulls her pants up or whatever the fuck. And so they get escorted out. So the guy's pulling his pants up and they're getting escorted out. I guess they're getting kicked out of the venue.
No, they get kicked out of the venue.
Yeah. And so hold on, there's more. And so this guy was shirtless, but he had a t-shirt like over his shoulder.
Yeah.
And so he I guess when he was getting escorted out, his shirt dropped. And then I think the security guard grabbed the shirt and kind of like put it over the area where they were in. I'm guessing maybe he finished or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
But so they leave the shirt there and they walk away. No more than like 5 minutes later, a random guy comes and he's fucked up. He's stumbling all over the place, bro.
No.
He's out of his mind.
Like he's drunk or
he's probably both. He's just fucking out of it, right?
Okay.
So he's walking in front of us And so I see him and I'm like, oh, that's cool, whatever. So he's walking in front of us. He passes us and he goes to the little corridor.
Yeah.
This man just so happened to be shirtless. So he goes.
No, bro.
He goes to the corridor.
He says,
he's stumbling. He looks down and he picks up the shirt and I guess he goes, this must be the shirt I fucking lost. And he throws it over his shoulder and walks away, bro. It was one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen in my life.
You didn't stop him?
I didn't say a fucking thing.
You were just
I said, let that man believe that that's really his shirt.
You were a fly on the wall, bro. What
Pretty
is he
much.
gonna do when he like realizes that that's not his shirt?
I don't know, dog. That's not my problem.
No.
That's not my problem. It was just
crazy.
Pure entertainment value, bro. Yeah. And all of this happened like within under like 10 seconds. It was pretty gross.
What happened in
10 seconds? I'm sorry, 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it was pretty like it was a pretty wild first experience. Yeah. I think after I got home, my ears were just ringing forever. Yeah. That happened because I didn't know about taking care of your ears. Nobody really told me about that. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, did that happen a lot, like at raves or
like people getting fucked up?
People getting fucked up.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's expected for sure. It's expected. Yeah, I mean, because they serve alcohol there. Yeah. You're technically not supposed to bring in weed, but people sneak it in anyway. Like people don't care. Like people, I have a coworker, and he stays doing like cocaine and shit during raves and shit. Fuck? Yeah. So it's like, this shit happens, bro. And like security knows it's happening. They're not stupid, but they just, I guess for them it's just like, we know you're doing it. Yeah. Just don't let us catch you, because if we catch you, we have to do something.
So he likes to fly with the sugar, huh?
Pretty much. He likes to do that.
He likes to snow.
He's a little crazy man, bro. Wow. He's a little crazy boy.
I've met these like little crazy people before, bro.
Yeah.
They're definitely a little too wild. Like
even for you?
Yeah.
Nah, but you were not that wild.
Even for me, I think they're a little too wild, but it's dope. It's like, oh dang, like it's kind of like I see where you stand out there. I'm gonna let you be. This train ride over here is not for me.
It's not for me.
This thing is not for me, dog.
I feel you.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that was my little nasty story. Yeah, but I did want to bring up something, a topic that I saw floating around, and it obviously leads to a broader topic.
Okay.
But basically, Apple, and I don't know if this is true. These are rumors. These are leaks. But I wouldn't put it past them if this was actually true. So Apple is apparently designing a pair.
Hold on, wait. Hit us with that conspiracy stuff.
But isn't that really a conspiracy, is it?
It might be. I don't know. Let's find out.
Well, so here we go.
Bring us the scoop.
Apple is designing dildos.
Damn, bro.
No, Apple is designing glasses.
Okay.
I don't know if you remember a while back, Google was trying to do the same thing, like Google Glass. No. Where apparently they had made these little glasses that has a little glass as the lens. Okay. And in there is like you can see shit, like you can tell like
so like Spy Kids type of stuff.
Yeah. Okay. So but it never took off. It never gained any traction. I don't know why. Maybe it was poorly developed, but whatever. So Apple apparently is making their own version of that.
Really?
And so they haven't released details of what it's gonna have.
Yeah.
But obviously, we live in 2020 where we live in the world of, we're getting to that place where artificial intelligence is becoming more of a thing now.
Yeah.
And so I don't doubt that Apple is gonna be implementing some kind of artificial intelligence into those glasses.
Yeah.
And so
what if they're just gonna do like a whole nother, like the Apple Watch? But instead of it being an Apple Watch, it's your Apple glasses. And it does the exact same thing. Like, it could tell you the time. If someone sends you a text message, it'll pop up right on your eye, your right eye.
I think
you can read it.
They might do something like that, but at the same time, I don't think that they should. Because if they made a product that encompasses all of that, they don't make money. And so they make more money if they have these things separate. So maybe with the Apple Glass, they'll have some features from the Apple Watch that transfer over, but not completely. So that I guess the thing is they want you to use these glasses in conjunction with
Yeah.
the Apple Watch, with your iPhone, with your, shit like that.
What kind of glasses would it need to be to catch your attention, though? For you to
For
use
me?
it. For you to use it.
I wouldn't use it.
You wouldn't use it, period.
I don't think so.
What if it lets you see through walls?
I kind of don't want that superpower.
No way.
I really don't want to see what other people are doing.
That's true.
I mean, you know?
That's gotta do.
I might peek into a wall and someone's taking a shit. I don't know if I want to see that. But it begs the question, like, are we... This might be me talking like an old head.
Okay.
But are we really ready for this kind of technology?
Yeah.
Is the world ready for this kind of technology? Because it seems like every single day we're creating technology that is making other things obsolete, which is fine because there are always I'm all for finding a better way to do something.
Yeah.
You know, like thank God for cell phones.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to carry around those big ass bricks anymore.
Yeah.
And that's because of technology. But at the same time, we've gotten to a point where technology is in everything we do. And it's in our homes. We talk to it. We tell them certain things, like we tell our little fucking Alexa shit, like, hey, whatever, call, yada, yada, yada. Did it get triggered?
Alexa knows you're
Alexa, shut up.
Sorry, Alexa wants to be on the podcast.
She's not allowed to be on this podcast. But anyway, so that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, are we moving too fast? Because this also goes to like kids. I have nephews that, they have iPads, and I'm sure a lot of little kids do. Yep. But I have one nephew in particular that gets extremely upset when you take away his iPad. And it is the most frustrating thing ever because I see that and I'm like,
well, it's his
this
iPad.
should not be happening.
It's his iPad, bro.
Right, but like...
How would you feel if I took your laptop, told you can't use it?
I'm not a child. I mean, I'm not going to cry over it. That's the thing. But it's one of those things where it's like, they are so they're just so consumed into it, they're just like they're fucking hypnotized, and you take it away and it's like they're crack.
Yeah.
And so, is it really beneficial for us to be doing these kind of things as a society?
Yeah. I know I've heard these things. It's funny, I heard a couple say that they were about like, yo, when I have my first kid, they're for sure not gonna let like him watch TV, and like, he's only gonna eat organic shit, and like they're like that standard, right? Like I guess a lot of parents or a lot of people have that conception that that's what they're gonna do,
right?
But then they have it, or they have the kid, and the
goes out the window.
Yeah, it goes out the window. The iPad gets handed quick. Like here's the iPad, my friend. Just let me be.
And see, that's a problem. Yeah. A lot of people romanticize, and I'm not speaking from experience because I don't have kids.
We both don't have kids,
but
bro.
a lot of people romanticize the idea of having kids, and they like the idea until they realize that they actually have to pay attention to this creature for more than an hour a day.
Oh yeah, bro. Shoot.
And so I think that's where it becomes a thing where it's like, okay, I'm just gonna give them an iPad. I'm gonna let the iPad raise my fucking kids, and I don't like that, and that's why. Me personally, I don't think I've ever shared this.
Yeah.
But I think I'm at an age where I'm okay if I didn't have kids.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if I'm ready to have kids, and even if I'm ready, I don't know if I want to like have my child go through all the shit that happens at school, like in the world in general.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think obviously it goes a lot deeper than that. But for me,
definitely,
like I've also had not a bad experience with kids.
Yeah.
But I was after school program coach for like 2 years or something like that.
You're speaking out of torture.
I am speaking out of torture.
Yeah, this is trauma that I'm hearing right now.
Yeah, I am a little traumatized.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I did have some kids there that
Well, how many kids was that? How many
I
kids
had
were
around
there?
50 for myself.
50 kids?
Yeah.
No, bro.
Just to myself.
No wonder you're talking like this.
Well, here's the thing, because the program that I worked for.
Yeah.
So in programs like LA's Best.
Yeah.
There's a cap. They have a limit to how many kids they can accept, right?
Per person or per
like
school?
I think in total for the actual program, right? Okay. So they assigned like 20 kids to one coach, which is fine. It's like a manageable size, I guess.
Even that to me, sounds a little scary.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's because, bro, I spent like one time my sister went to go do something. I was playing with my nephew, and he was like, he was being, young. He was being his
rambunctious
4-year-old self.
Yeah.
Bouncing off the walls and everything. And then I was like, oh, snap. Like, this is real, and I could guarantee you he probably could have kept going. Like, for hours, bro.
They have an unlimited amount of energy, bro. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I had, so that program had, like, I guess we had, I think LA's Best had, like, 5 coaches or 4.
Yeah.
So each one has, like, 20, maybe 25. So we can round it up to, like, 100, right?
Yeah.
120 for the entire program, right? And so me, in my program, I'm not going to name the program that I worked for.
Yeah.
But I had...
You had 50.
Upwards of, like, 40, just to myself.
Okay.
On my roster, I had around 60.
Yeah.
But not all of them show up, So, but on average, I would average around, like, between, like, 35 and 45 kids, right? And so I had a mixture of those kids that were little fucking badasses, bro.
Yeah.
Like, they gave you a hard time.
Yeah.
They acted up, and they knew it. They knew they wanted to get under your skin.
Wait, you think they were going against the system?
I think they were going against a lot of things. I think they were going against the system. I think
they want to push. They want to see how much they could get away with.
That, and then I think just problems at home. Like, they don't get attention at home, so they come to school and they take it out. And like even some of the kids that I spoke to that I got, like, I earned their trust. They would tell me stuff like that I'm obviously not gonna repeat, but like, they go through some real shit at home, and obviously, like, some of them are not getting beat up. The ones that I knew that were like talking to me and stuff, they never told me anything. They never gave the indication that they were getting beat up or anything at home, but they were like, oh yeah, like, there's problems with my dad, like, I miss my dad or my mom, or like shit like that, and all that stuff affects kids, right? So those are like the kids that I was like, shit. And there were like multiple kids that were like that.
Yeah.
But there were also multiple kids that were just like sweethearts, bro. Like, they were dope. They were smart. They were grateful. They always said hi to you. They were always happy to see you. And that kind of shit was like, oh man, like, kids would be dope to have. But the bad ones outweighed the good. No. The good ones outweighed the bad, but I think the bad kids were like the ones that impacted me the most.
I had fun with, like, when I was volunteering for the nonprofit in their little in their like 3rd grade section, 3rd, 4th grade, and even like 2nd graders, bro. It's funny to see like all different personalities. Yeah. And like sometimes a simple like, he didn't give me the ball, like, it's a traumatic like thing. Like, they're like crying and like
it's a big deal.
And then I would be like, yo, why are you crying? And I'd be like, come on, let's play dodgeball, dude, and try doing it, bro. But then it's at that moment that they're like really feeling it. And then it's funny, another little kid will pass by and talk to them, and then instantly it's gone, bro. Crying stops. They forgot about everything, and then they're just like running around playing, bro.
Kids have a short attention span, dude. Yeah. There was one kid that I was working over the summer. Yeah. And I was teaching kids how to play rugby. And there was this one kid who, he was like, you could tell he really wanted to win. Like, he was into the game. He understood that he understood the basic concepts of the game. Yeah. But anytime I would call, like, all right, that's a foul, you can't do that, but he'd be like, what? Why? Coach, it's ridiculous. Oh my God. Like, he would freak out, bro.
Oh, I love it.
And so obviously, I was there. Yeah. And their regular coaches, because I wasn't stationed at one particular school. I would go to different schools like every day.
For real?
Yeah. And so they had their own coaches there. So their coaches would be there on the side. Yeah. So the kid would be freaking out, and I'd look over at the coach and I'd be like, is this normal? And they're like, yeah, it's normal. I'm like, all right, cool. Yo, go have a seat real quick. Just go cool off, right?
I had somebody that would always not like to get out at the dodgeball. Like, when they would get out at dodgeball, when the ball would hit them,
they would just stay in?
They would stay in, bro, the whole time. And I'd be like, you're out. I'd be like, yo,
go on,
they got you out. Like, and then he stayed running around. And then I would chase him. I'd be like, you're out, bro. Like, and then it was... Sometimes I'll just give up, and then I'd be like, all right, he's not out there.
Fuck it. Forget it.
Let him
stay.
Bro,
but see, that's the problem, because then other kids notice, and they're like, what the fuck, coach? How you going to let him pull that bullshit? I'm going to stay in then, coach.
Yeah, and then what I would do sometimes, like, So, because I would play dodgeball as well, right?
Uh-huh.
And then when he would get somebody out, he would do the same thing. He would hold the ball and be like, "He's out."
Oh
He's out.
yeah, they do that shit.
And then I'd be like, "What did I just tell you? I told you you were out.
Yeah.
That out doesn't even count because you're not even playing no more. I don't even know why you're throwing the ball still."
Fucking
Like,
kids, bro.
Bro, it was fun. I think the 3rd and 2nd grade level was like pretty fun. They're like super active and stuff. What age did you have?
I had all ages from 2nd
Really?
up to a certain point. It was 2nd up to 6th grade. The
Wow.
6th graders were a fucking hassle, dog.
Bro.
Because the 6th graders are already like I'm not
Fact.
saying they're mature, but they're already getting older. They're
Bro.
talking about shit. Like I
Yeah.
had this one 6th grader come up to me. She's like, "Coach, I have a crush on," and I was like, "I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear none of this. Keep it to yourself.
Yeah.
Keep it amongst yourself, amongst your group. I don't need to hear this information,
yeah.
you know." And so the
Bro.
6th graders to me were too much.
In 6, I think when I was with the 4th and 5th graders, I already knew like it's a whole different world. Like from the 3rd and 2nd graders,
Yeah.
interacting with them, and then going to 5th grade and 4th grade, it was a whole different world, bro.
Yeah.
I was not the same person when I was like with the 5th graders because it's more like you could actually play like harder games. Like we could sit down and run a session of Uno
Yeah.
and be like, they respect the rules, you
Yeah.
know? I feel that's what it is. 2nd and 3rd grade want to keep playing. Like, and
They don't care about the rules.
Yeah. 5th graders and 4th graders, they understand like you lost, bro.
Yeah.
And you got your ass whooped because I'm a beast. Period. I don't know. Damn.
Oh shit. But yeah, so that was going on. And so back to the whole technology thing, like I'm trying to think what is the next fucking breakthrough in technology. Because I think the first thing was the computer, right?
Okay.
The computer was a breakthrough.
Yeah.
I think the next thing wasn't, I guess, a hardware type of thing, but it was the internet.
Yeah.
That just fucking changed everything, right?
The internet changed the world.
Yes. And then I think what happened after that, I would go ahead and say the iPhone. The iPhone at that time. And now let me just be very clear.
That's actually pretty.
I've had an iPhone and I've had Androids. Right now I'm currently on an Android.
Boo.
And I love my Android. It's dope. There are some things that I love about Android that Apple doesn't have, and vice versa. And so the thing that when's the last time you had an Android?
I don't even know if I've ever had an Android.
See, that's the thing. It's because when Androids first,
Okay, I had that Metro. You remember the Metro PCS phones that they would give?
yeah,
So is that considered an Android?
anything that's not from Apple is considered Android.
Oh, okay, bro. They're not. Yeah, I've had one, bro. It's been a while, and they were trash, bro.
Okay, well that's the
At
thing.
least the ones that I had.
Yeah.
They didn't do shit, bro.
How much was it? How much was that phone?
Bro, they were free with your,
Oh, so
like,
definitely
with your
trash,
thing.
bro. They're guaranteed trash.
Yeah,
But
I never had like a Galaxy or like a Samsung, like whatever is what is the phone that is like apples to Apple?
I would say the most direct competitor
Yeah.
would be Samsung.
Okay, so I've never had like a latest Samsung phone, and
There-
I've never even wanted to like.
I feel like everybody should at least try a
Try?
Samsung phone. If
Yeah.
you're a predominantly Apple user,
Mhm.
you're gonna be hesitant to do it. You're
Yeah.
gonna, it's obviously it's a different system. You're
Yeah.
gonna have to get used to. Just like I have a MacBook Pro. Like we're recording this on a MacBook,
Yeah.
but I make all my projects and my music on a PC.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is a different learning curve to each operating software, but each one has its benefits and its pros and its cons. And so Android has gotten way better.
Yeah.
Way better. I used to have those shitty Androids and I would lie to myself and be like, no, this phone is fine. I don't need an iPhone.
Yeah.
And then I think the first iPhone that I got was an iPhone 4 or an iPhone 4S.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you still have it?
No.
No.
It's long gone. My
No
dad
way.
gave it to people in El Salvador.
Oh, okay.
You know what Hispanics do? They just
Yeah,
give
yeah,
everything. All our fucking hand-me-downs go back home.
My GameCube is over there.
You have a GameCube over
I
there?
had a GameCube.
Oh.
It got sent over there.
Do they use it? Do you know?
I don't know. Maybe.
They probably trashed it.
Nah, bro.
Yeah, they probably
Do
did.
you think they trashed it?
That,
Bro, I saw one of my friends post that he was playing with the GameCube and it like took me back.
yeah,
That
they
was-
trashed it, bro.
That was my first gaming system that I ever had. I sucked at it for sure. Barely even played it, and that's why the question came up. Do you even use this? Sometimes I do. All right, well, if sometimes you do, then sometimes when you're in Salvador, you'll be able to play it again.
Damn.
And there it went, bro.
That's a hell of a fucking ultimatum.
Yep.
Wow.
Bro, I'm Hispanic. What
That
do you
is true.
expect?
Yeah, that's true. But I don't think I ever played GameCube that much.
No.
I think I played Damn, what did I fucking play? Oh, so I did
Let me guess what you played.
Go ahead. You can guess.
You played the Game Boy.
I did play the Game Boy. I played the Game Boy and I got the fucking Pokemon.
Really?
Silver version.
I wasn't allowed to play the Pokemon.
You weren't allowed.
I
Oh,
wasn't allowed to play the Pokemon one, bro.
Because your parents thought it was like demon shit.
I guess they there's a stigma in the Pokemon world. I guess that it's like not good or something like that.
You mean in the Hispanic world that
Yeah.
Pokemon is not good?
Yeah, like I grew up with like religious parents,
Mhm.
like very strict. So
Mhm.
yeah, that's what.
You know what's funny? I'm just remembering right now.
Yeah,
So I didn't grow up with very religious parents,
yeah,
but there was one thing that I thought was fucking hilarious. Like in the household, my parents would curse like fucking sailors,
Yeah.
obviously,
yeah.
and sometimes even I would curse. But
Uh-huh.
the one thing, there were two words that you were never allowed to call each other. So
Okay.
this is regarding me and my siblings.
Oh.
So
wow.
the two words that we could never call each other
Uh-huh.
were stupid,
Okay.
and we couldn't tell the other person to shut up.
Ah.
We could
okay.
never say those things. We could
Yeah.
say anything else, but
Do
we
you-
could never say those things.
You're really, really dumb.
No. Yeah, we could say that.
You're like
Yeah.
really, really
Yeah.
dumb though.
Like, wow,
Yeah.
you're an idiot.
No, like wow, you're
Yeah.
really, really dumb.
Yeah. But if I say, if I go and I tell my brother, hey, you're stupid,
yeah.
my mom will fucking flip.
What about be quiet?
Yeah,
That's-
that's fine.
That's fine.
That's
Just
fine.
shut up.
Everything is fine
Shut up's
except
not
shut
allowed?
up and
Oh, okay.
stupid. Those are not allowed.
Yeah.
I always thought that was funny. And I think
Yeah.
I asked my parents, like, why did you guys ban those words from our vocabulary?
Yeah.
And I think their sorry ass excuse was like, oh, because it didn't sound nice. And I was like, really? Have you heard the kind of language that you use in this
Yeah.
fucking house? But
That
yeah, I
was
was just
jokes, bro.
remembering that right now.
But
But
yeah,
anyway,
I did play the Mario games though.
Yeah?
Like
the
every
Mario Kart games?
No, not the like where he's actually you have to get to the castle.
Oh, Super Mario,
I guess so.
I
yeah.
think.
Yeah.
Something
Whatever,
like that.
whatever the Mario game was.
Yeah.
I played those.
Yeah, I didn't play. I got out of video games like, I think the last video game that I was really, really into was Left 4 Dead. It's like a zombie shooting game.
Yeah.
That game
You
was
got
fucking
into
dope.
that game?
Hell yeah, bro.
That's
I
crazy.
I
bro.
stayed playing that game with Edson, bro.
Isn't that for Xbox?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Edson we had like an Xbox 360,
Okay.
and then
Yeah.
I just stopped.
That
playing
is a
it.
game that I did fuck with.
It was dope.
It was. Did you ever play the one where like survival? I guess.
Yeah.
It's like you get like a certain amount of time to like prepare and like put bombs certain places and make barriers.
Yeah, and then they
and
just
you
unleash
shoot
hell.
them down. Yeah,
That shit was dope.
bro. I would go sleep over at my friend's house in Long Beach, and we would bust an all nighter. We would buy like there's this energy drink called Venom. They're 99 cents, bro. So we would buy like 4 Venoms.
Fuck.
Yeah, we'd buy 4 Venoms, put them in the refrigerator, and we'd be like, we're taking advantage that I'm sleeping over.
Mhm.
We're busting. It wasn't a sleepover. We would stay up all night, bro, playing Left 4 Dead, watching movies. Like, it was dope. But Left 4 Dead was the mandatory game
Yeah.
to play.
It was dope. It was dope. I loved Left 4 Dead.
Did you ever play the zombie version for Call of Duty?
No, I never really played Call of Duty.
No, they had like this game, and for everybody that probably knows is gonna hate how I sound talking about it because I don't know the terminology. I don't even know which game it was. I just know that there was a section that you could play zombies,
Mhm.
and it wasn't the same. I always felt like Left 4 Dead had that zombie game on lock, like the whole zombie thing. It was just
Yeah.
on point.
I didn't play enough zombie games to know what other zombie games were like.
Mm-hmm.
Mainly because I was a little bitch. I didn't really like zombies too much.
Yeah.
But But yeah, Left 4 Dead was dope. Yeah, I didn't play, but after that, I didn't play too many video games.
Yeah.
And my fucking nephews. Oh, anytime, bro, I would go to I would go back to El Salvador, or I would go visit any kind of family that had little kids.
Yeah.
And they saw me with my phone. They'd be like, "Do you have games on your phone?
Yeah, yeah.
Can I play games on your phone?"
That's not,
I was like, "I don't have a fucking single game for you, little kid. Get the fuck out of my face." I obviously didn't say it like that.
Yeah.
I said it much nicer.
Yeah.
I was like, "No, I don't have no games for you. Sorry." Why not? Because I don't play games. I'm not a little kid. But I want to play this. I'm like, oh my gosh, bro, you want to get smacked?
Bro, it's funny because a lot of people, like a lot of parents, have games on their phone so they could keep their kids entertained. So they automatically think that every game has a phone. I didn't get a game on my phone till I found Tetris. And then they.
No way.
I had this love for Tetris because during high school when I was taking a computer class, that's all I was doing.
You were just playing Tetris the whole time?
I was just playing Tetris the whole time, bro. I would stay on Tetris. Do you remember the teacher that would teach computer?
Where at? At what?
Marshall.
At Marshall?
Yeah.
That was
some with an A, I think.
No. Miss Bustamante.
That sounds familiar.
Miss Bustamante.
Okay. It might have been her. I'm not too sure. But it was funny to find out that teachers could look at your screen. so she'd be in the
Wait. This is a thing?
Yeah,
I never knew that.
They can look at your screen
while you're using it?
Yeah, so when they're in there, okay. So this is what I learned as my time there. I liked that class because it was either my first or my second class. So I would sleep in my first class, period 1.
Get some rest.
I would automatically bro, it was way too early back then. I would go to sleep instantly. Don't wake me up. Then I would move over to second period. Second period was class, and to me it was playing Tetris and trying to beat my score from yesterday. Then one day I'm on, and that teacher, if it was Miss Bustamante, she would be like, "Brian," and I'd be like, "Yo, what's up?" She'd be like, "Get to work, okay?" And then I was like, "I am working." She's like, "No, you're not. I can see your screen." And then I was like, "Oh, snap, bro." So then I automatically started working. So what I learned was play as much games as she's walking around, not in front of her desk. Because she's walking around making sure that everybody's doing what they're doing, seeing if people are helping. So when they would ask her questions, I would stay playing, bro. And then when she was sitting down,
you would do your work?
No, I wouldn't do my work. I'd just probably take a nap or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
it's funny because Edson had that same teacher.
Really?
And that teacher was from what I know, was a bitch to Edson. I think she was kind of mean overall.
Yeah.
But we had problems with her. My parents had to talk to her several times. Because apparently Edson was saying that she kind of targeted him, that she was picking on him.
No way.
And I kind of believe it.
Was he playing Tetris?
I don't know, but I know he was fucking around in that class.
Yeah.
So he would be bullshitting, and then get upset when she caught him. But it's because Edson would hang out with the wrong kids, so he would hang out with kids that were fucking up in class, and
he was probably hanging out with me.
He might have been.
He might
have been the equivalent of you, but he was telling me that somebody. Some kid, damn, kids are fucking savages. Yeah, bro. He said that some kids would literally yell "fuck you" to Miss Bustamante.
No way, bro.
There was this one kid who she was talking and she was nagging at the class, and then this kid would cover his mouth and look down. And he would be like, "Fucking bitch."
These people,
yeah, bro, they were extra, dog.
That's hella extra, bro.
That's super extra.
It's hella disrespectful.
Yeah, but Edson thought that was fucking hilarious.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure at the time, when you're that age, I guess you think that's funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, man,
that's that high school mentality, bro.
Bro, I would see, and I know what you're talking about because I would see some people do some shit. But even then in high school, I was like, bro, these people are hella extra with this teacher.
Yeah.
But then some teachers did have it coming, bro. Some teachers were just too
asking for it.
Yeah, they were power abusers in a sense, and you would only know this if you're if you had the experience with these certain teachers,
right?
But for the most part, most teachers were dope, bro.
Who was your favorite teacher? in high school? Do you remember?
My favorite teacher was Mr. Arbogast.
Oh, for real? Wait,
Yeah.
the PE teacher or
No, his brother,
the history teacher?
the history teacher,
He
bro.
was fucking hilarious, bro.
Yeah, he was fucking funny, bro.
I didn't like him at first.
No?
Because I got in trouble with him a couple of times.
Ooh.
Because he had this,
Really?
and it wasn't because of something I said. It was literally like it was even before I got into the fucking classroom.
Yeah.
Because he had a very strict no headphones, no hat in the
He
classroom.
did.
And
He was for real.
twice
about
it
that.
happened to me where I was walking in with my headphones, and
Yeah.
as soon as I walked in, he looked at me and he just pointed right back out the door. He's like, "Get out!" And like the first time,
Yeah.
I was like, "What?" And he goes, "Go to the dean's office."
Yeah.
I was like, "Why?" He goes, he points at the headphones, and I was like, "Are you serious?"
Bro,
He's like, "Yeah." And so I left.
Yeah.
So that was the first time, and then the
Did
second
you actually
time,
go to the
I
dean's?
did. I was like,
You went?
"Yeah, I went."
You went to the dean's?
Yeah, I was like,
Bro,
she's like, "Why
I
are you
would-
here?"
If they sent me to the dean's, I was an automatic ditch day for me. I was
Really?
like, I'm either gonna
waited
hop
it
this fence, or I'm gonna catch some of the homies that are also ditching playing basketball.
That also
and
got
chill.
kicked out of the class.
Yeah, yeah.
No, for me, no, I had to wait. And then the second time, I caught myself, but I caught myself when I already had taken a foot inside his door. So he's like, he looked at me again, and I was like, "Fuck!" And so I walked out
You
of the
just
classroom.
automatically
Yeah,
walked
just
out.
I already knew what he was gonna say. So I
Yeah,
went to
yeah.
the dean, and she's like, "Again?" I was like, "Yeah, I fucking forgot this time again," and blah
Yeah,
blah
yeah,
blah.
yeah.
And so so
Bro,
I kept
he
getting
was-
kicked out.
Okay, so my relationship with this man was
It's purely sexual.
no,
Damn.
it was definitely interesting, my friend. Very
Oh.
interesting. He's the guy that first told me about like stocks. Like he showed us
Oh,
his
yeah.
stocks portfolio and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So he was definitely an interesting guy, bro. And I would love to hear his stories. He always had like deep stories. Did you ever hear the story of how he stopped a gasoline station from burning down?
No way.
Yeah,
I never heard that.
So wherever he lives at, they had like high winds, and then
Uh-huh.
one of the winds knocked out one of the little thingies, and it caught on fire.
You mean the gas pump?
Yeah, I guess the gas pump fell.
Uh-huh.
No. Yeah, the gas pump fell. A light sparked from the little things that give us light. What is it called?
The transformer?
Yeah.
The
So-
little box thing that's up top, right?
Yeah.
I
So
think that's the
that
transformer.
fell, catching a fire there
Oh,
at the gas,
shit.
and then everybody was panicking, and then he said that he just automatically walked to that switch. There's a switch. Have you seen it at the gas station? There's a power switch at every gas station to cut off all the gas.
No, I haven't. Oh, maybe.
You've probably seen it, but
But
you
I
don't
never paid
notice it.
attention
You
to it.
don't pay, but yeah, next
Yeah.
time you go, you'll see.
I'm gonna go look for it. I'm gonna go ask the
Yeah,
gas.
no, it's
thing.
actually good.
Hey,
'cause
where's your shut off switch?
You don't even gotta ask. It's like literally there, but it's that's for that reason.
Mhm.
So you just hit the shut off switch, and then everything, all the gas stops. So that's all he did. He came out. In
So
the
he
news
became a
about
hero?
it. Yeah, he became a hero for flipping the switch.
What the fuck, bro? That's hilarious.
So he would tell me stories like this,
Uh-huh.
and I would be so intrigued, and I
Mhm.
thought we had a mutual respect or
Mhm.
mutual like knowledge of what was going on. He would tell me stories throughout the class. I would laugh at them, and I would kind of like do a back and forth with him, and I would turn in shit. I wouldn't do any of his work. So I thought this man's gonna pass me with a D at least, bro. I listen to your stories. When you talk, he talks to me throughout the whole class and expects me to do work.
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen. But nah, he failed me, bro. He straight up failed me, bro. Because most teachers that you're cool with will pass you. I passed geometry with a freaking B or C and did zero work, my friend.
Or they'll tell you, hey, just do some work and I'll pass you,
No.
and it'll be fine.
With me, it was just like they would slide that last test
Uh-huh.
and say, just try your best. And then I'd be like, you're about to see the best guessing in the world,
Just
bro.
fill your name out.
A, B, 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 C, B, B, A.
Yo,
A,
did you
A, B, C.
ever okay, so I got tests sometimes where I obviously didn't know what the fuck I was doing.
Okay.
And so I started freaking out because I noticed that like my first three answers were the same, like A.
Yeah.
A. And then when I got to the fourth one, I was like, is this A again?
Yeah.
But then I'm like, no, that can't be right.
Yeah.
That can't be 4 A's in a row. So
Yeah.
I purposely switched it to
Yeah.
something else. Did you ever do that?
Yeah, all the time. Especially, it's because I would guess a lot.
Uh-huh.
So whenever something's like, the three one does happen.
Uh-huh.
You could get like 3 A's back to back to back.
Okay.
4 A's is like unlikely, my friend.
So that's when you know you fucked up.
And
Something's wrong.
if you have 5 A's, you're not even trying, bro. At this point, just circle A on everything. Because if you have 5 A's that are back to back on that
that's
test,
like almost impossible. It's pretty much impossible.
You're failing that test, bro.
Yeah.
You're failing that test. You're doing trash. So yeah, I would always have to go back and look at stuff like that.
That's funny. I
thought
thought it was just me.
I felt like I had a good system with my guessing. Because do you remember that they used to make you take the exit exam?
Yeah.
They don't have that shit no more.
The
bro.
Casey. No way, they got rid of it?
Yeah, they don't have that shit no more. You don't have to take an exit exam,
way.
bro. You have to pass your classes like everybody else, and you're good. It's bullshit ass fucking exit exam for no reason. But anyways, don't get me started on that bullshit. So I'm taking this bullshit ass fucking test, and I'm copying my homie who sat next to me. He's super dope. And there's 2 parts to the math test. I suck at math, so I copied verbatim all of his first part. I copied everything.
You stupid.
I had to, bro. I had no choice. I was like, bro, I was so convinced that they weren't gonna let me out of high school because of this. So I had to copy him. I had no choice.
Okay.
Second portion though, it was all me. And I guessed every last one. The results came back in. I had a higher score than this man.
No fucking way, bro.
Yes, sir. We passed.
Congratulations.
We both passed.
Bro.
We both passed, but I had a higher score than him in the math portion.
And so he probably felt stupid as fuck.
No, he was happy that he passed because it was pretty high. I was just like, yo, I've been doing this shit for so long that my guessing skills are at another point. Hand me your fucking chart, your multiple.
Your Scantron?
Yeah, your Scantron. And I'll pass you, bro.
Bro, that's fucking funny, bro. Your fucking guessing skills are actually more useful than your actual knowledge.
It's a gift. What can I say, Us?
That's funny.
Yeah.
Well,
but hold on. Going back to what you were saying about this whole technology thing.
Yeah.
Do you think that companies are going to just create technology to create it? Because if you're not offering anything better, right, then you're just making shit to make a profit. You need a new line of something for your company. Apple needs something new to come out and sell, right? Because the iPhone thing is on the market and it's going to continue to do what it's going to do. iPhones are going to keep selling. The Apple Watch is going to keep selling. Now, are you trying to now make the consumers buy something just because it's the new thing? Or is it actually going to contribute to our day-to-day life?
I think... I don't think that Apple is too concerned with creating something that's going to be groundbreaking.
Because they've done it so many times?
Maybe, but I think the last groundbreaking thing that they did was the iPhone.
Really?
Yeah, and other than that, they just created more iPhones. Like I don't think the smartwatch is like a groundbreaking thing. Like
it's pretty dope.
It's cool, yeah, it's cool, but I wouldn't consider it like
you could pay with it.
Yeah.
You could go on runs without your phone and listen to your iPod.
Yeah.
And
well, that's true.
It'll read your temp. It'll read your pulse,
your heart rate.
Yeah.
But even like that, I don't think it measures up to what the iPhone meant to everybody. You know, because I feel like so I put it like
that's
this.
Why it's an accessory to the iPhone,
and that's why I don't consider it a breakthrough, because if you anything that's an accessory is not necessarily a necessity.
Yeah.
So I think that Apple is more, they're banking on the fact that their reputation is what's going to sell, not the actual product. Because they could make a subpar product, and they've done so in the past, and people have still bought that shit because it's Apple. Because Apple has become this sort of status symbol. So if you wear like Nikes or Adidas, it's a status symbol. If you wear Gucci or whatever, or Louis Vuitton or whatever the fuck, it's a status symbol. And so Apple is kind of like that, where, you know, they put so much money into their marketing. They give all these fucking endorsement deals to athletes. Not endorsement deals, but like they bought out Beats by Dre. Yeah. And now they market Beats by Dre as like an athletic thing, but everyone knows it's by Apple. So if you want to be a top tier athlete, you got to buy our fucking Beats, whatever the fuck.
And then you could combine the watch with that.
Yeah. But so my point being that I think Apple is going to be one of those companies that gets very close to maybe making something groundbreaking.
Yeah.
But isn't really into it. Like, they don't really want to do it.
Yeah.
Because the problem with creating something, being the first to do something, is that now you're doing all this hard work and other people can just copy you.
Yeah.
Because now they know, like, oh shit, we're capable of doing that. Okay, cool. So now we know. Now we don't have to go and risk wasting our time and money and resources on creating this new thing if we know it's not possible. So if Apple can do it, and I'm not saying that every other company has the pull that Apple does, because Apple is a multi-billion-dollar company, but like, it's there, like, it's doable. So I just don't know if, like, what the next groundbreaking thing is going to be. And I don't think that those glasses are going to be it.
Yeah.
Because it's still taking people a while to, at least it won't be a groundbreaking thing until they make it much more affordable. Because the way Apple prices all their shit is just ridiculously expensive. Like, their computers are ridiculously expensive. Yeah. Because you're paying for all the marketing that they've done, because you're paying for the logo. Yeah.
You're paying for the quality as well.
I'm not saying that Mac is not is not quality.
You're paying for the high quality of things that already comes with your laptop that you're purchasing. Like you're paying all the programs that are already installed.
Right.
And all the higher quality parts that are used to do it.
But the problem with that,
the capability that it brings down. This man is definitely
salesman,
an Apple user.
But the problem with that is that Apple, from what I've heard, has gotten to a point where they've created their computers to the point where if something breaks, you have to get the whole thing replaced. Yeah. You can't open it up and fix it yourself. Yeah. And that's the one thing that I will always hold against them. Yeah. Is like a company that purposely does things to squeeze more money out of you. Yeah. Like to this day in 2020, whatever day it is today, June whatever, you can still go online and build yourself a fucking computer from scratch. Yep. You can't really do that with Apple, at least not a new one. And with a PC, like you could, but like
you can, but it's
most
like
people
you're
don't.
Saying, it's gonna be expensive. Like it's gonna be hella expensive.
Yeah.
Like if you go on right now to Apple, everything that you want out of your computer, you go online and you say what you want. Yeah. It'll build it for you. Yeah. But then when you look at a laptop that's costing you over $10,000 because you have the fastest RAM, you have the fastest storage, you have SSD on it, you have a terabyte of SSD already included from the beginning, and you have everything that they wanted. The only thing is that you're saying is true. If that thing starts to mess up or anything like that, you're going to have to continue to take it to Apple, to Apple to fix and to see what's going on with it, etc. Yeah.
And that's the problem. And that's why I don't think that Apple is too concerned with making things that are groundbreaking, because they know that just the fact that they are Apple, people are going to buy their shit regardless of, the quality or whatever. And again, I'm not saying that Apple is shit quality because, like I said, we're recording this podcast on a Mac, and it does well. I mean, I like it. I don't really have too many complaints about it.
My first laptop was a MacBook Pro.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. Have you ever used a PC?
Yeah. Yeah. I use it at work a lot. It's cool. Like, I didn't like it at first, but I kind of do like it, especially with design. Mm-hmm. Like when I'm working on some design stuff, it's pretty dope to use it on a PC. Yeah. Because I do use design on my MacBook, and it's dope too. So I don't know if it's just I've gotten so used to like working on design every day at work, whereas on my free time I just do it on my Apple thing. So on my my laptop. So, but either way, I feel like it's dope. Like the PC thing has something. I think PC has something dope that Apple doesn't. Like you could literally create your own like you're saying, like monitor. You could create your own like tower.
Computer, yeah.
You can create your own tower, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's pretty dope, Yeah. Put whatever it is you want on it for whatever specifications you use it for. Yeah. Some people are mad gamers and they have a huge tower, bro. Yeah. Some dude brought this ginormous tower to my job, and it just had racks, levels of like different things that were plugged into it. I was in shock, bro. And then I asked him, what is that? And then he explained it to me. He's like, wait, are you the technician? And I was like, nah, bro, I'm not. He's like, oh, okay, good. I was concerned.
Good, I'm not talking to you.
He's like, I was concerned when you asked me what this was. And I was like, yeah, bro, I stay in my lane. I have no clue what I'm looking at. Right
That's what she said.
But yeah, so I think PC has that advantage for sure. In terms of being able to customize shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, so technology is fucking crazy, bro. It's crazy. I don't know how far we're gonna get. I don't know if the world is ready for shit like that. I don't think people are ready to wear those glasses things. I think people are still adjusting to the fact that like even the whole Apple Watch, the smartwatch thing, that thing is still like it's still trying to find its way into the marketplace. Like in terms of because people don't think about, oh well, I'm gonna get a new phone and I need to get a smartwatch. Yeah. It's just like the basis of having some kind of technology in your life is a phone, a cell phone, a smartphone that works. Yeah. And the smartwatch is just kind of extra. It's not needed. It's there if you want it. Yeah. But I'm thinking, okay, what's gonna be the next thing what's gonna be the next iPhone breakthrough? You know? And I don't think that the eyeglasses thing is that. I don't think the smartwatch thing is that. Yeah. But
I really wish we had more information on what they're thinking of using it for. You know, like why would we need glasses with technology? What's the purpose of me having technology on my glasses? Which one, I don't wear glasses.
Right.
So why would I ever put on these glasses?
Here's what I think. I think that at some point, let's get
serious.
Let's get serious. A company is gonna come out, and they're gonna want to experiment on people, try to make some kind of cyborg. So they might be testing these, and like I'm not a conspiracy person, myself, right?
I like where this is going,
but I do think that we're like civilization is gonna quote unquote evolve to a point where people are gonna just start putting parts into our bodies. So this could be like maybe Apple or another company trying to influence like, hey, we wanna fix people's their vision. You know? So but we don't want to do that with actual glasses. We want to actually take their eye out and put a bionic eyeball into their system and work with their fucking brain and connect them with all their neurons and all that shit. Yeah. So I think that that's something that I don't know.
That's definitely
might be a possibility.
Yeah. I hear you definitely. Can you hit me with that one more time? This is what I feel like. It might have to do with like data tracking. I'm always interested in thinking. Have you ever seen when they did that? Do you remember that show? It's called Sports Science.
Yes.
Okay. One time, I think they had what's his name, Cristiano Ronaldo on it, and they put like something on his glasses, where it was detecting how fast his eyes move when he's playing soccer.
Okay.
Yeah, and then they were seeing how like what his like eye level of focus and all the things that are going on contribute a lot to his playing. Point to this, what I'm trying to say is, maybe you can discover a lot about humans and what we actually look at and how we look at things to add on to what you're saying, to get the nuances, the actual data of how we're going to have our robots or how we're going to have our new form of cyborgs look and how we're going to be able to use that so they could be as close to human as possible.
Yo, that's fucking scary, bro. Yeah. I think humans are going to create, it's going to be like iRobot.
Yeah,
iRobot. Seen that movie?
Terminator.
Yeah.
iRobot.
I think all this shit is possible, dude.
Will Smith.
I think there was, I forgot if this was real, but I feel like I had read somewhere that they had said that they had created a robot that was possible of like feeling some kind of emotion.
No way.
I can't remember too well.
Bro,
I can't remember.
I heard a story that's a trip, bro. Hit me with that conspiracy. Okay, yeah, that conspiracy. Yeah. So, people are developing, AI.
This is our official conspiracy anthem right here.
We see AI happening. We use AI, right? But then they were saying that they developed basically a system, a computer that is meant to shoot a signal to two other computers. So it's a triangle, right?
Okay.
All they're doing is sending the signal. This is what they've been developed to do. And I think if I could remember the story, they also developed a computer that needs to find a way to intercept that.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And then they just let it run. These 3 computers are designed to just send these signals to each other. And that's all they were created to do. And this other one has AI technology to figure out how to extract it or how to block it.
No way.
And then after so many tries, I don't even know, like thousands, millions of tries, it finally figured out how to intercept it.
No way, bro.
It finally figured out how to break that thing.
That's sick. Like to intercept
the signal and block the signal.
Holy shit, bro. That's fucking scary.
Yeah.
That's scary, but that's the world that we live in, bro, where AI really is like it's a real thing.
Yeah, bro. It's crazy though. It's crazy to think that it had to learn the other 3 computers that are meant to block you from like stopping the signal.
Yeah.
And finally intercept the thing. And it's crazy. Like, and what else can't it learn? What else can't you have this AI thing learn?
It's not limited to anything, pretty much.
Have you seen Ex Machina?
No. I've heard it's a good movie, though.
It's a good movie, and it's dope. It's dope to see like their interpretation of AI, because we had the Terminator interpretation, the iRobot interpretation, and so many other AI movies that all have the same plot, bro. It's the same story.
Yeah.
But Ex Machina, the way they're doing it is pretty dope. So if you're into that whole
sci-fi futuristic shit,
conspiracy, AI, anything like that, go check out Ex Machina, bro.
I'm gonna watch it. I had heard good things. I had heard good things about it.
Yeah.
Even before like I knew what it was about, kind of.
Yeah, it's dope.
But yeah, I think we can we're gonna wrap it on this one.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited.
Sweet.
Though.
So guys, just want to note one quick thing. We were having some small minor technical difficulties on the recording right now, so we apologize if there are some glitches in the audio. We, like I said, we're just trying to figure this out. We're still trying to get our bearings straight, so we're gonna try to fix that on the next episode. So yeah, once again I apologize for the technical difficulties, but we're gonna call it a day here in the Necked Out Podcast Studios.
Yes.
So we're going to sign off. Thank you guys once again for tuning in. We hope you're enjoying the episodes. Like I said before, feel free to slide in our DMs and let us know about topics that you want us to cover, or just anything.
Yeah, anything that you want us, that you feel that we need to talk about.
Anything interesting. So
definitely.
Once again, guys, thanks for listening to the podcast. My name is Usica.
That was Beast.
And we'll catch you guys next time.
All right.
Peace.